As I'm sure most of you already know, the FNaF movie is about to release. And judging from the trailers, it looks pretty good. But I am not getting my hopes up. I got my hopes up for Security Breach and look how that turned out. Oh yeah, nothing says horror like bright neon colours. Family friendly horror? That doesn't even make sense, man. So just in case the movie is like not scary at all, I'm gonna remaster FNaF 4 in 3D with ray tracing. Because FNaF 4 is actually pretty scary. Although I was 10 when I played this game, so you know, that's probably why I was scared of it. I'm gonna start by recreating the bedroom in Blender. Now, I decided to try some new stuff with this game, you know, upgrade my techniques. Namely, I decided to try out normal maps. Basically, what it does is it makes stuff look really detailed, like what you see here, these lumps and bumps. And it can make all this little intricate detail without lagging the game or like exploding your computer or something. So, you know, it's nice and efficient. And that's basically the gist of it. And I think it makes this game look quite good. You know, it's definitely a step up. Because in the past, my games have just been like solid colours with no real detail to them. And then after I finished the actual room itself, I made a bunch of individual little objects and props and then placed them all inside Unity. And I noticed while doing this, right? How come this is the cleanest bedroom I've ever seen in my life, man? When I was a kid, my bedroom had stuff flung around everywhere. You know, I'd probably have some action figures lying around over here, some books over there, definitely have a pile of clothes somewhere. And this kid, he's only got 3 toys lying around. And also, by the way, no toy box. So what, is this all he's got? A phone, a robot, and a stupid bug thing. These are some lame-o toys, man. This kid's parents do not love him. Anyway, getting off track. The game is looking pretty good now, but it could look better. Boom! Look at that. Ray tracing. It looks properly wicked now. However, we're still missing the most important part, the animatronics. But the problem with that is, come on, I can't model that. I got what, 5 months experience in Blender? I ain't even got a full year under my belt. Hell, I don't even have half a year under my belt. This is, you know, way beyond my skill level. So instead of embarrassing myself, I just got the models from Help Wanted and I used those. Listen, alright, this is my video. I can cheat if I want to. Although it's not like it saved me any time. These models were not pre-rigged, so I had to rig them myself. Do you know how long it takes to rig a model this complicated with this many stupid vertices, huh? You get one thing wrong and it starts looking like this fucking spaghetti mess. So I hope you appreciate the pain I went through for this, because this was proper finicky. Anyway, we've got all our assets done. Now we just need to make the game actually, you know, function instead of just looking pretty. The real game is very restrictive in that it's like a point and click game. So technically you can move around, but only to like 4 different spots. So not really. Oh, and by the way, can I just say the animation for moving is like god awful. Like what? Is he running like this with his head down or something? Like, what's going on there then? Kid's got scoliosis or something. So the first thing I did was fix that. I made a first person movement controller and now you can just manually walk around the room. But it looked like it was missing something. So I added a little bit of head bobbing and there we go. Now it looks much better. Then I added a torch and made it dark and shupa dupa spooky. Then after that, to make the doors in my game, I made it so that when you walk up to them, it automatically makes you hold the door. And then to let go, you just walk away. So it's all smooth, no clicking required. That is some next level polishing, that is. And there you go, perfect. That is the player character Dunzo. And now onto the animatronics. Most of you out there watching probably know how all the different animatronics work. But for all the dummies out there, I'll give you a quick rundown. Bonnie comes from the left door. You gotta check if he's there by listening for breathing in the dark. And if he is there, you gotta shut the door on him to stop him. But don't shine your light when he's there, because if you do, you die. And Chica is basically the same thing, but just on the other side. And now Foxy, he's a little bit different. He's in the closet and he has different stages that he goes through. And you can check what stage he's at by shining your light, and you gotta hold the door shut to stop him, because if he gets to that last stage, you die. And Freddy is the last one. He has his little minions appear on the bed, and then you gotta use your light to scare them off. Because once all 3 of them appear on the bed, yeah, you die. Come on, what else did you think was gonna happen? Alright, you know the drill by now. Anyway, if you were paying attention, you would realise that pretty much all of the animatronics are beaten by a child holding the door shut. So, they're not very strong, are they? Which begs the question, why don't you just slide these 2 things in front of each door, and then put your light on the bed like this to deal with Freddy? But oh no, instead of the very obvious and logical solution, the player character decides to stay up all night running around, opening and shutting doors. Like, come on, you can't be doing this. It's a school night, man. But the good thing about being a game developer is I can add whatever I want. There we go. Just beat the whole game. Just sit back, relax, and play some DS. That's what I did when I was a kid, staying up late. Alright, fine. I know. Doesn't make for a very good game, does it? I'll put it back to how it was. But, anyway. The game is pretty much complete by this point, so here's some gameplay for ya. And there you go. That was FNaF 4 in 3D plus ray tracing. If you liked it, subscribe, leave a comment, whatever, you know the drill. And once you've done that, then see ya. Wouldn't wanna be ya.